Hey guys, welcome to another episode of MTCN Catch Up. I finally had some free time tonight, and I was like, okay, I have nothing else going on. I should probably just watch one, like, catch up my backlog of requests. And the first one on my list was My Little Pony Equestria Girls. Fuck me. Okay, I'm gonna preface this by saying I know this one has its fans. In some ways, I can kind of get the appeal of the new My Little Pony. It's not for me, guys. It's really fucking not. Or at least this isn't. I was actually talking to another reviewer on YouTube. I think his name is like Stevie Presents ASA Videos. ASA Productions. Is ASA? SAS Production. Go look him up. Good videos. But I was talking with him because I know he likes My Little Pony. So I was asking him while I was watching this. I was like, "Did you like this movie? Like, am I missing something? I'm not sure I get what's the appeal here." And he was like, "Yeah, even like I like the show. This is not a very good representation." So I don't know. Maybe it's just like. I don't know if this is a fair judgment of whether or not I actually like the show, or I think it's just as dumb as this is. Let it be said, I didn't like it. If you like it, fine, good for you. I'm clearly not the target audience for this. Not even close. If my lighting's fucking up again, it's gonna bug me. I'm gonna try to lean a little more focus. The light's not so bad if I do that. So I'm trying to think where to really properly address this. First off, I'm not even going to try to get all the names right, because I know I'm not going to. But long story short, this... Honestly, like, the only part I really found interesting about this movie was, like, the first 5 minutes, when it's actually, like, it takes place in the My Little Pony world, because, like, I don't watch the show. I haven't seen a single episode. It's like, I have nothing against it, it just doesn't appeal to me. So I'm watching the intro, I was like, okay, I have no clue who these people are. I have no clue what happened up to the point in this movie, because this is clearly like, placed at some point in continuity. Like, I feel like I have to be a fan of the show to have a basic understanding of what's going on. I tried to pick up whatever I could. It's not exactly the most complicated thing in the world, but at least I did the best I could to try to figure out what the hell everyone was talking about. So it seems like there's this one character named Knight, the purple pony with wings, sure, which I guess wings are a sign of royalty in this universe, okay. And then in the middle of the night, some other fire hair pony comes to take her crown, which I guess has the element of harmony or something, and she jumps through a portal into another world. And everyone's like, you need to go after her and follow her through the portal, and you can only do this alone. But she has a little kind of, sort of pet dragon / possible slave? I don't know how dragons work in this world. I just know he's a dragon that sits on the side of the bed, and a smaller bed is kind of treated like a pet, even though he can speak in full English, which makes it really questionable ethically. I don't know. I don't watch the show. So, anyway, she had... I got the impression she's been named a princess recently. That's all I know. I don't know what any of these people are. I don't know what any of their backstories are. I'm just gonna roll with it. Let's see where this takes us. So, long story short, she and the dragon dog thing go through this portal, and now they're in a high school, where now all the characters are anthropomorphized. Not furries, but like, is that the word I'm looking for? Anthropomorphized? No, wouldn't that be if you're trying to make a human character into a furry? What would you call the opposite effect? Let me know in the comments if there actually is a term for that. There's gotta be a term somewhere about that. But anyway, from there, like, that's when it kind of fell apart for me, because I'm thinking, like, right away, as soon as they make the reveal, like, oh no, now she's a human character, she has fingers, and ooh, now the dragon thing's an actual dog now that can talk, okay. It becomes every Disney Channel high school movie I've ever seen. And it starts in ways that don't make a whole lot of sense. Now, granted, it's My Little Pony, but that being said, this is clearly a world that has pre-established rules of some sort. And I think I was like halfway through this, like, I can't do this. I need alcohol. And I need it to get through this. I kept messaging my friend while I was watching this. Like, it's not all this bad, is it? It can't all be this bad. Something with this huge of fan base, it can't be this painful to watch. Thing was like, no, again, this is just a really bad representation of the actual show. I was like, okay, good. It gives me some hope for the rest of the show. That I granted, I don't really have any intention of watching it. Maybe, like, I don't know. It'd have to be like a Patreon request for me to really sit down and watch My Little Pony. But, anywho... But yeah, like, once they get into the high school setting, it is literally every combination of fish out of water story mixed with Disney Channel high school musical bullshit I have ever seen. Where it right off the bat, like, when they get the crown to this alternate reality, the bad fire hair lady pony accidentally throws it in there, which is found by another, like, I guess, human version of one of the My Little Ponies. Who turns it into the principal, who immediately decides to set it as the crown for the fall formal, which right off the bat made no sense to me whatsoever, because I'm thinking, like, okay, so someone brings to you this big, fancy, clearly valuable crown, and instead of going, we need to find the proper owners of this, your first thought's like, let's seal it and use it for a fall formal. That already didn't make any sense, so like, okay, if you're gonna play by human rules, a human rule should make sense. But anywho, so she goes in there and you're doing the fish out of water thing where it's like, oh no, I don't know how anything on this earth works. How could, like, if you ever seen like, what's a TV show that had the tranny killer in it? Like Third Rock from the Sun or something like that? Something like that. If you know, I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Or like Mork and Mindy. Like, if you've ever seen, like, so you've seen this kind of story where they fish out of water, they have no idea what worlds, they're quirky, and they're trying to understand it, but they're not really good at it, and they have these wacky misunderstandings. So Purple Pony Princess goes into the principal's office, who is, like, the alternate version of the queen in their actual world, I guess, and says, did you find your crown earlier? And she said, yes, we found it. We're going to use it for fall formal, which, okay, already doesn't make any sense. Instead of just saying, oh, that's mine, I accidentally dropped it by the statue the other day, can I please have it back? Grabbing the crown and going along her day, she instead says nothing, and when the dragon dog thing says, why didn't you just tell the truth? It's like, well, no, believe me, if I'm a pony from an alternate dimension. And then my friend's like, well, then why didn't you just lie? You're already lying to everyone. Why not just lie some more and give what you need and get out of there? But I digress again. And then everything surrounds this fall formal. It is ridiculous. It is absolutely absurd. Like, this is where, like, it really lost me. Like, one, like, as a 25-year-old male has to pay all his bills and is trying to climb his way out of debt, I look at this and I think, you people have no fucking problems in your lives. You have none. Like, I get it. It's one of these kind of movies, but at the same time, I'm just thinking, like, it's a full fucking formal. Calm down. Would you just calm down for like a minute, please? But nope, everything's gonna be big, up the chain and all that. So that was silly. And like everything, like, it is life or death, regardless of whether or not there's magic involved. Like, everyone takes this fall formal so fucking seriously, and I was like, people, It's just a dance. You'll move on. Like, I'm not talking just people who know, like, there's actually, like, life and death stakes about this stupid fall formal. I'm talking like everyone else who has no clue what any of the shit that's going on is treating this like it's fucking life or death. And whoever gets, like, elected queen is, like, the goddamn president. And there's even fucking, like, a smear ad campaign towards Purple Princess Pony chick about how she's too stupid to get the crowd. She doesn't deserve the crowd and vote for me instead. Okay, Trump. That's the only Trump joke I'm going to make right now, by the way. Or at least I'm going to try to. And it's like, already again, like, guys, it's a fall formal. Who gets elected queen is meaningless in the grand scheme of things. It doesn't fucking matter. It's just a fall fucking formal. And again, it just has every high school cliche that goes down the fucking list. There was a point where I was like, it is just missing one goddamn makeover scene from becoming just everything, like literally every cliche I can think of. Literally, like 5 minutes after I had that thought, it goes into a fucking makeover scene. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then just when I thought I couldn't get any more cliche, there's a Sailor Moon montage transformation at the end. It's just... I'm not the target audience. I'm just not. Like, that's really what it comes down to. If you like this, fine. It has zero appeal to me. I'm too old. I know too much about the real world. There's not enough here for me to get invested in. It's just it's paint by number Disney Channel high school. That's what this is. And if that's your thing, you'll like it, fine. Or if I guess you're a fan of I don't know. I feel like even for fans of My Little Pony, this is pushing it. Like there's even a scene where they just break out into song in the middle of a cafeteria. For like, I guess it's supposed to be to help change your image, but all I could think of is, man, who are the obnoxious dicks are interrupting my fucking lunch? Let me eat some fucking peace. And even then, like, just everyone is just so on board. Like, everyone's building these cliche groups. When they start singing the cafeteria, the band is already set up on the side. Without even talking to them, they just knew what to, like, they said, like, my time has come. And the instrument just magically appeared. And they start playing along with the song, which is not a very good song. It is just again, High School Musical pop bullshit is what this is. And again, I feel bad for saying these things because, like, I know there are people that like this and I want to like it too, but I just, I don't. I'm never going to like it. This is just not my thing. I'm sorry, but at the same time, I'm not that sorry because you asked me to watch this, so I'm gonna tell you what I really think. Oh, God. And then there's like a love interest in this movie for some reason, and I'm guessing it pays off more in the TV show, but I wouldn't know because I don't watch the TV show. Because there's a boy character, like, and by the way, every high schooler in this movie looks like if a rejected Kingdom Hearts character fucked an Oompa Loompa. That feels like, honestly, how most of these characters are drawn and look in this high school. And the main love interest, if you really want to call him that, is this guy who, kind of in the same vein, looks like a rejected Ape Escape protagonist. By the way, if you caught that reference, bravo. That also dates me right there. That also tells you that I'm old enough to have played the first Ape Escape when it was new. But I digress. So where was I going with this? Oh yeah, the boyfriend. And he's given this whole thing. He's barely in the fucking movie. I think he has maybe 7 lines in the entire movie. He's played up as the love interest for Purple Pony girl princess thing. And which is so strange because they set up pretty early on that she only has 3 days to do this, and then she has to go home where the portal closes for 30 years. And my first thought was like, why would you even bother putting a character like this in here if it's completely inconsequential to the rest of the story? And it is. And the character is so bland and so forgettable And the only thing I can remember from a week from now is that he had blue spiky hair and looked kind of like a douchebag. That's the only thing I can remember from this character. It is so pointless to have this in there. I don't understand why it is. They try to tie in at the very end with that it's supposed to be like, oh, like this alternate version is a guard in the castle, and the purple princess pony girl has a crush on him now because she met the alternate version of him, which led a question to me, which is like, wait a minute, if everyone else in this alternate universe has a different version of the characters in the pony world, then why isn't there a alternate version of the people that went through the portal? I don't know. The movie never explains. Other than that, it's just the boyfriend was there to tick another sign, to tick another little box in the high school cliches drama. It was like a note from producers: you have to have these scenes and this sequence because it is a high school movie. We need to make sure all these boxes are filled. So the pointless, bland boyfriend is there. The random musical numbers is there. The dress up montage is there. I guess Sailor Moon montage is another one I have to add on there now. That one's kind of weird. Yeah, the bitchy leader of the pack is in there. The Looney Tunes style antics are in there. The pop culture references with the stupid little preteen girls going, we want to see how many tips are on our music video got on YouTube, yay! It's like, oh, look at these comments, epic, so negative, epic fails, like, or this is the funniest thing I've seen in years. It's like, you don't get real YouTube comments, do you? Honestly, like, the thing that made me laugh to myself, I take it back. There were two moments I genuinely laughed at this film. The first was when Purple Princess Pony Lady goes into the library for the first time, and she's trying to figure out how the hell computers work, which is kind of a dumb setting, but I love, there's a librarian nearby, and she's saying, so I press the letters down, and it makes things come up on here? And the library, who has her back turned, just has this sign like, another fucking idiot in my fucking library, I'm so fucking done with this. And then she has to do like the face, and then turns around and tries to talk. It's like, okay, that was genuinely a funny moment. The second was when stupid bland boyfriend asks Princess Pony Lady to the fall formal, and she has this realization when she asks, like, oh, wait, it's going to postpone to tomorrow night because of antics? Oh, no, I have to do something. And she goes, oh, no, and she runs out of the room, and the guy just looks at him and goes, one no would have been fine. You're just like, okay, that was actually pretty funny. But that was it. That was like the two good laughs I got out of this. Other than that, it's just, this is so bland. This is so cliche, and I don't get it. Like, and I don't take this as a reflection of the actual show. I'm sure it's better. I'm sure it is. It just doesn't do anything for me. If it does for you, fine on you. I'm not the target audience. I really don't think there's much more I can say beyond that. So, I do have to watch the sequel, though. So, we'll see how that goes. Beyond that, though... Oh, I did get a couple of reviews. I gotta see the sequel to this. Because technically this one and the second one were released in theaters. Go figure. At least for like maybe like a Phantom event or something like that. But then I gotta watch that's other Kevin Smith movie that was like the sequel to Tusk, which didn't look very good. Yoga Hoser and The Comedian I gotta check out at some point. So I think that's all I got for this one. I really can't think of anything else to talk about. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you next time.